Hi guys, so today I'm starting a new sketchbook and I'm actually going to upload these videos without any cuts or the fewest cuts possible, no time lapses. It's going to be a daily sketchbook starting today, 1st of September, and I'll upload it as it is, not too much time lapse because I just want to get back to practicing. I've been kind of out of practice for a while. So I'm just going to do this. Now every day it's probably going to be something random. Today I'm probably going to use this book. I pretty much use many times books of animals, just forest. So yeah, let's get to it. Normally I just scroll around, I look at stuff, and whatever calls my attention will be drawn. For this one I'm just going to start with the first pages. Okay, so for first we have a deer. I'm just going to take inspiration from it. So I guess today we're just going to be drawing deers. Oh, sorry. I'm pretty much going to do my sketches in red and then go over them with pen. So yeah. I've been kind of not drawing lately. I don't know if it's I've had some health issues, but I should not be putting that as an excuse. What else? That's it. Also, this type of videos, I don't know if you guys are going to realize, but I pretty much do them for me. So if anybody stumbles upon them, just take them with a grain of salt. Well, I can't see this one's butt, but I can see this one, so I'm just going to take inspiration from this one. So yeah, this is pretty much for me to get back into being used to draw every day, because I kind of fell behind, and I've realized that nowadays whenever I try to make a portrait, it costs me way more time and effort than it used to. So I'm just going to be using this for random stuff, just to get back and for me to have fun too. So I pretty much have the mouth here, and I see the eyes. I made them quite big, so I'm gonna have to make them smaller. I made the ears very big too, so these ones will have to be a bit smaller too. What else I can tell you guys? Well, I'm pretty much gonna stay quiet, and unless I have something to say about the drawings, just for you guys to know, normally the thing is, I'm very unhappy, so I'm not happy with most of my drawings, so I end up throwing them in the bin or getting tired and not using that sketchbook anymore because I don't like the drawings that I have. So this time, this one is gonna be like, well, whatever you see is whatever you see. So I'm not gonna care too much if the drawings are not cute. As you can also see, I'm not comfortable with the ears. I'm more of a horse person. However, gotta get the bull by the horns. I guess that's, I'm not sure if you guys have that saying in English. Oh, I will also upload this video in Spanish. I will make a voiceover. So I'm pretty much gonna talk about same things I do. I'm just gonna do some rambling in Spanish, and yeah, I'll upload it in Spanish also. English is my second language, Spanish is my third language. However, my first language, I feel like I'm kind of stupid every time I talk in it. Well, actually, I feel stupid in all the languages I speak, so yeah, bear with me. Does anybody else feel stupid around here? I don't know if they have a tail. I don't see a tail here. However, I'll just make this a bit more pronounced. That's a beautiful, beautiful animal. So I'm just gonna go online and look for some of these animals. I normally use Pinterest or Google or Instagram for animals.
Precision medicine is revolutionizing therapy selection for oncology patients, providing them with targeted treatments that make a real difference in improving quality of life. Companion diagnostics play a critical role.
So I can see this one is a female. I made the ears. So what I see right now is I made the ears way bigger than they're supposed to be. I made the neck thicker than it's supposed to be. And they have this pronunciation here that I did not pay too much attention to. However, like I told you, this one is the first time I'm drawing this type of animal. I'm gonna be looking online for some more and just practice this for a few days maybe. If I feel like it, once I get tired of drawing this type of animals, I'm just gonna move on with another animal, because I want this sketchbook to be used just to learn. The face should also be a bit thinner. Well, moving on. Now I'm just gonna draw the face of a male. So whenever I start drawing, I pretty much start with a circle for the head. If they have a beak or if they have some kind of protuberance, I tend to just put another circle next to it, and then use this as a reference for everything else. So I'm going to draw the neck here. They have a slender neck. I know you can't really see it here. However, you will eventually see it. Yeah, I know my kind of drawing is all over the place, but I kind of enjoy it. So, you know what they say, right? Do you, do you. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. This one is going to be a male, so it's going to have some antlers. I don't know if you call them antlers or if you call them something else. However, I'm going to go with that. And then I set this one a bit longer. This is a beautiful exemplary example I have found of this animal, so I'm going to try to at least respect it a little bit. I know they don't really look like they're supposed to. However, I just want to get back on track, back to sketching every day and enjoying myself. This kind of reminds me of Rudolph. I don't know why, but it just does. Okay, so now that we have the random, just a little bit of sketching, I'm gonna move on to using pen. I pretty much use the pen to give more details. However, as you can see, I'm not too careful. I'm never too careful with my sketches. Actually, this one is supposed to be longer than this one, so I already messed up this. Yep. Oh, by the way, whatever you hear in the background is oldies music on YouTube. I like listening to old music, or to random music, or to audiobooks while I draw. However, whenever I use audiobooks, I get very, very quiet. I would not be able to ramble as much as I do right now. So that's why today I just decided to listen to old music. I also use that to clean up the house. I don't know why, it just gets me in the mood of doing things. So yeah. Again, I've made the eye a bit too big, so gotta fix that. However, I do tend to draw eyes big in general. I don't know if that would be a good thing in this case, that would be a bad thing. Like I told you guys, I just want to get back to sketching in general and to uploading things, because it's been months and months that I have not done anything. Now I'm gonna start to shade it a little bit, so I'm just gonna scribble around wherever I see dark faces, dark and shades. I feel like this one has, this one is supposed to be smaller, this one is supposed to be bigger. However, we'll go with what we have. I also see lashes of these animals. They're downwards, and they all have lower lashes too. So the lower lashes would be here, and the other ones, they're just this way, so you can't really see them. I really don't like the nose of this one. I don't know if it's a nose or snout, I'm not sure. However, I'm going to carry on with it. Like I told you guys before, instead of worrying about everything, this is just for me to scribble, to warm up, to get a bit better, especially at drawing, not birds. I will probably draw birds because that's like my favorite thing to do, drawing birds and butterflies. I mean, is there anybody who doesn't like birds and butterflies and fish? I don't think so. However, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, so I'm probably gonna step a little bit away from birds, horses, butterflies, flowers, and just move on to things that scare me, because you only get better by practicing. So that's pretty much what I'm using this for. Not happy with this one either, but we're getting somewhere. So from this I'm gonna move on to a front face drawing. I don't know how to say it. Again, I feel like I make the face a bit too thick, and it's not supposed to be. And then the snout or the mouth or nose, however you want to call this, I'm not sure what the term is for this animal. I'll have to study it a little bit. Is kind of squarish, and this part is supposed to be a bit smaller, so we're gonna fix that. Then there's these white spots here. Wow. Okay. Then the eyes are pretty much from half of the head upwards. Then the antlers are quite close to each other and quite similar, so I'm going to keep that symmetric. Because I feel like I want to do it justice the more I draw it. Tomorrow I'll probably carry on with this animal, and this is a roe deer. Finally, I know the name is in English. Roe deer, and in Spanish, corzo. This is a beautiful, beautiful animal, quite elegant as far as I can see it. I'll have to also watch some videos of it, so I can see the way they move and I can see parts of the body better. I'll have to look up some animals on internet and just spend some time looking at it. So the eyes are here, and once the eyes are done, it just goes inwards. Then the ears are almost halfway through the antlers, and there's like a little crown they make here, and then from here it goes loopy. Am I supposed to say loopy? I'm not sure if you guys understand me. Well, this is my way of thinking. So also they make this inward shape. Yeah, much happier with these ears than the ones before. Much happier. They're very hairy. And then the eyes, I don't know why, I feel like putting them a bit lower. I'm just gonna put them a bit lower, and of course I'm gonna make them bigger just because that's my way of sketching, drawing. You know what they say about style? Well, that's pretty much by now sure that it's one way of me getting through drawing, and it's my style. So I'm going to first draw these spots where the eyes are. They go a bit outwards, and then this part stays inward. Well, looks kind of creepy. Anyway, I'm first gonna draw the darkest parts of this deer, just to make sure I don't mess up. And then this part stays clear, and then this part stays clear. There's like two little light spots So I'm just gonna fill in the darker spots first and then worry about the lights. Also, I should draw on the neck. I'm just gonna do it like this. I know it looks kind of creepy, but it already looks a bit more the way it's supposed to. Whoever's drawn this, if you stumble upon my video, please correct me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Well, I can see what I'm doing wrong, but I just need a bit more guidance. However, I'm happier with this one than I was with these two. So for now, I think we're going in the right direction. I'm pretty much going to add some black.
I don't think she's feeling it right now. Liv, you're on vacation. I don't think you're feeling it.
Yeah, much happier with this one. Much happier. I haven't used as much black as others, but I can already see some improvement, especially with the hairs. I'm going to move on now to a coloring one. I'm pretty much going to draw here another sketch, but a color. I'll probably use gouache because it's easy and it dries fast and it lets me correct mistakes. I feel like watercolor is not as forgiving as gouache. It's just allowing me to play around a bit more. I'll probably mess up, yeah. I'll have to get back into drawing seriously and into sketching more and forgetting all the BS and just concentrate on getting better. Just because I'm making a few oil paintings at the moment, they're all portraits, and I don't know why, I'm just not happy with them. I'm just not happy, and they are due October. I still have plenty of time, but I've been so very little motivated lately that I just didn't want to pick up in my paint, and that's not a good option. And it's pretty much due to me not drawing, not being in the moment. Really happy with this one. This one looks much more, it still looks not totally true to what it's supposed to be, but it's better than what I've done so far. So whenever I make a wash sketch, this paper is not made for watercolor, for water-based drawings and paintings, so I'm going to use some tape to just set down the page for it not to move a lot. So as you can see, this sketch video has been already crappy just because I didn't realize that while I was drawing it was not focusing this part of the page, it was focusing the entire book. Yep, lesson learned. I'll have to pay more attention to what I do before I start recording. Like I told you guys, this is one of the main reasons that I haven't uploaded videos. Whenever I start recording, something comes up or I somehow mess up, so I was just putting it away. However, I'm trying to get back to sketching, drawing, feeling good with myself again. So yep, these are the colors that I've been using these days. As you can see, some of them have dried out, especially the black, because I haven't used it much. This yellow, I don't know, these three are the most broken ones because they've dried out. White is still a bit soft, black is totally crumbled. I'll just wet it and let it there, leave it there. We're gonna start with the head, like always. I'm gonna try to make it smaller. I'm going to make small, thin head. ears are almost as big as the head. No, they're not that big. However, we'll worry about that later. Neck, very slender, very thin. Very, very beautiful. And it gets a little bit thick here. It's like a cone shape. And then the body would start here. And then the antlers, I'm pretty much going to draw lines. They go outwards, but not totally outwards. They're quite elegant and, well, they're beautiful. So as you can see, I haven't thought very much of what I was gonna draw before I actually started drawing. And I feel like that's exactly what I need, just to get back on track, just to get back to drawing and not worrying too much about what I'm actually doing. Why am I doing it? I'll just go with the flow. So now I'll stop rambling a little bit and I'll just concentrate on drawing. Hope you guys like this type of videos, and if you don't like it, well, just move on to somebody else. You don't have to watch me. I'm not forcing you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use quite a small brush for this sketch. Right now, my palette is quite dry, but it will have to do because I'm kind of on a time crunch right now. In about 20 minutes, I'll have to stop and just get ready for school. Today I'm starting work. I've been on holidays. Yeah, this was also first day because I'm also starting to work today, and I feel like I have to stop being lazy and I just have to get back on track. So I'm first drawing the background because that way it will be easier for me later on to fill in and for details, and I don't have to worry about the background because I already have something. I do like to put as my first layer something on the background, because that way I feel like I'm filling up some space. So yeah, that will have to do. Now I'll have to move on to making a beautiful brown. So I'm gonna start off with the neck. I feel like this is not intense enough. I still have to mix a little bit. Okay, so I feel like now I finally have a beautiful brown. By the way, I paint all browns, blacks in general, skin colors. Well, most of the colors I tend to paint them by mixing primary colors, and I like to make my own mixes because I feel like once I make them, they're more faithful to what I'm trying to achieve than if I use generic colors. So for this one, I've pretty much used a very little quantity of turquoise blue, a big quantity of red, vermilion, so it's like warm red, and a warm yellow. I think I've used ochre yellow. So I'm pretty much setting the base of where my darkest values are of this deer. Face is quite dark here. So once I have this, I'm just going to use some water to blend out the rest, to just blend out the edges, and I'm going to let it dry. Now for this animal, this part is like the darkest part, however this is just the base, so I'm going to blend these colors first. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I'm just going with my instinct here. I'm not thinking too much. Now I'll let this rest a little bit until it dries, and then I'll move on to the more detailed brush and I'll fill it in. I'll fill in colors, but for now I'll just stop a little bit. Okay, so time is running out on me. I'm just going to try to finish this. Not sure I will manage to, but it's worth a try. I'm pretty much going to painting now the darkest parts of this beautiful, beautiful animal. Again, it looks creepy. It looks creepy as hell. I'm using a ultramarine blue for this, just for those who were wondering. So I'm going to use this for the darkest values, and I'll move on because I gotta go. Antlers, I'm just going to first this is what I like about gouache, sketching with gouache, because I can pretty much go with the dark color and then let it dry and come back with a lighter value, with a lighter color, and I can correct some mistakes. However, if I would do it the other way, if I would use watercolor right now, there would be no coming back from this, because I'm pretty much setting dark, and it's very, very difficult to come back from it. However, as you can see here, I am using a very dark blue for the antlers. Later I'm gonna go with white on top, and it's still gonna look nice. Yeah, time is running out on me. So for this, I said that this part would be darker. Right now I'm just setting a darker value so I can go back on top of it with that first brown I've used, just to thin out a little bit. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. Just bear with me a little bit, because I'm doing things and processing them as I go. So now that I've set my dark values, I'll just go on with using that same brown I've used before, and I'll put it on top so I can get those darkest colors set. I'm letting the blue come through or show through in some parts, just because I do want that to come through on some. As I'm setting this second layer, I'm starting to like it more. I'm also starting to hate it a little bit more, because I kind of set myself for failure by being in a rush. I should have started sketching a bit earlier today. However, we'll make do with what we have. As you can see, as soon as I add in this brown, reddish brown, in mixing with the blue, it's getting me darker values in some parts. It's getting me some green values in some other parts, and it's making me question whether I should have done this or not. However, like I said before, instead of worrying about it, I'll just go with the flow, and we'll see what we end up with. I'm not gonna have time to sketch now anymore. I have to go to work. However, I'll come back to this in the afternoon and continue a little bit more. Okay, so I guess it's a bit darker. I don't know how the lighting is going to be. However, I'm gonna roll with it because I just got home. It's about to get dark, and I actually wanna go for a jog. I'm going to first add one more layer of brown just for these accents, and wherever this roe deer is darkest, or where it has dark accents, and then I'll go with a lighter brown and with white over it, and that's gonna be pretty much it. I'm not going to work anymore on it, just because I don't want to stress myself too much. Well, I already am stressing myself, but I don't want this to start off on a bad beginning. I guess that's what I'm gonna... right now I can't even find my words, so bear with me a little bit. Well, it's pretty much brown. Now I'm gonna take some white and, oh, well, a light brown first. I'm gonna start placing it on the lighter parts around the eyes. Yeah, this one I'll have to make it because blue just stands out a bit too much, and I'm too lazy right now to want to mix brown and blue so I can get a nice grayish. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm adding lighter and lighter layers just to give the impression of fur. And this is gonna be it for today. I guess this is gonna be a wrap. Tomorrow morning I will either have to wake up 1 hour earlier, or my sketches are gonna have to be all in pen or pencil because I have 1 hour less of sketching time. Gotta do some chores before I start working, and they have to be done in the morning. They cannot be done in the afternoon. So, or I'll probably leave the sketching time for afternoon. I'm not sure yet. The thing is, normally if I leave the sketching for the afternoon, I get lazy. I tend to just want to watch TV, watch series. I'm really into Shameless right now. Wow, I had no idea about that series until I actually saw this guy, the one that's the Joker in Gotham. So yeah, I was like, really? Was he? I really like red hairs. So I'm just gonna go for that. This one makes this here. I thought I was gonna like blue because normally when I use blue as the darkest accents in birds, they look really cute, but not here. So that's a lesson learned for today, and I'm glad I discovered that. Turns out it works for birds, but not for everything else. Just going to do some strokes here and here. And this is pretty much it. I'm quite happy with what I have right now. No, actually, I'm not happy, but this will have to do. Just gonna add in some black. Yeah, much better. Now the thing is, this right now is very wet. So I'm kind of afraid of adding black right now, just because I could mess it all up. But listen, the idea behind this sketchbook in the beginning was that no matter what, if mistakes are made, I'm just gonna learn from them. So I'll just go with it. This is too wet. I'm gonna dry it a little bit. Yep. Okay, this is pretty much what I have. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay, so first spread done. I hope that I will manage to do one spread per day. I know there are difficult days such as the 12th of October. That's a huge holiday here where I live in Zaragoza. And for example, Christmas, Halloween, those are gonna be special days that I might not get to sketch. Okay, let me just give you a quick look of what's happening behind the scenes. There's my painting buddy, and she's actually never leaving me alone, and she's attacking the paint, and she's attacking the brushes, and then sometimes she likes to sit on the sketchbook just to get some attention. Pepinita. But I love her so much. I'm actually thinking maybe I should make a painting of her. I'll leave it for the weekend when I have more time. But for now, yeah, this is it. Bye.